Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an empties video. I'm going to share a bunch of products that I used up. I typically do these videos like every season, so these are all of the makeup and skincare and hair care products I've used up during the summertime. Now I was kind of working on a lot of them for longer than that, but I finished them up completely over the last few months, and I'm going to let you guys know if I plan on repurchasing them or if I'm going to replace them. So I'll let you guys know what I think about these products. I'll start with makeup, then do skincare, and then do hair care. I think I have a good amount of skincare products to talk about, so that's what will be like the main focus of this video, but if you want to jump ahead, just check the description box below for timestamps. So I actually used up a concealer completely. I feel like it takes me so long to get through concealer, but I used this one pretty much every single day. This is from Kosas. It is their, I always forget the name. It's like their Super Revealer Concealer Plus Creamy Brightening Eye Cream. It has like a very long name, but I really like this. So I have the shade 03, which was a little bit light for me during the summertime. I originally purchased this because I thought it would be a really good under eye concealer. It just sounded like something I would enjoy, but I actually ended up using it as a spot concealer. I've been spot concealing a lot before I go in with foundation because it just works well to cover up any breakouts, a lot of redness, and then I feel like I can use a lot less foundation. So this has been my go-to as a spot concealer because it stays in place really well. It has nice coverage, but it doesn't look dry or heavy on the skin, and it doesn't look bad under foundation at all. So I did end up repurchasing this. I got a darker shade. I think I got the shade 05, which is a little bit better because this one is just a little bit too light for me. So I loved it enough to repurchase it. It's definitely a staple. Another staple for me is the Urban Decay Brow Blade. I did use this one up completely as well. I have the shade Dark Drapes. So I do have a few of these as backups. I try not to purchase a lot of backups, but I think QVC was having a sale where you could get like 2 or 3 of them for the price of one. So I did take advantage of that. I will say that I think the ink stain side dried out a lot faster than it has in the past. So I don't know if they changed it or if the stock that QVC had was a little bit old, which is why it was discounted. I'm not sure what the reason was, but I've noticed that is the case with the new one that I'm using as well, which was part of the QVC deal. So I don't know that I really recommend purchasing from QVC. I never had that issue when I purchased this product from Sephora or Ulta. I will say that I have found good drugstore alternatives for the brow pencil side and the ink stain side, but not a 2-in-1. I typically have to purchase 2 brow products, which I don't mind doing because drugstore brow products are really good and they're a lot more affordable these days, but it is nice to have the convenience of a 2-in-1 product. So for now, I do plan on still using this. I have like 2 more backups, so I don't need to repurchase it or replace it, but it's still a favorite of mine. I have 3 mascaras to share with you guys, 2 high-end and 1 drugstore. So let me start with the high-end mascaras. The Bite Beauty Upswing Full Volume Mascara is amazing. It's one of my favorites. I actually did end up repurchasing this one. I don't buy a lot of high-end mascara. I will from time to time, but I'm typically like a big drugstore mascara fan, so it has to be really good for me to repurchase it, and I love this one. It gives your lashes a ton of volume. If you are looking for super dramatic lashes, this is the mascara to try. Now the wand is very, very large, so if you have really small eyes or you tend to get mascara all over your eyelid when you're applying it, you might want to skip over this one, but I do like the fact that it gives my lashes like a ton of volume. They look so thick, so dramatic, so I do really love this one, and I did repurchase it. I also used up the Uoma Beauty Drama Bomb Extreme Volume Nourishing Mascara. I really liked this one. This one also gave my lashes a lot of volume. It just builds really well on itself. It gives them length, and it also makes them look lifted and curled. The issue with this is that it has a really strong scent. It just smells like it's infused with a floral perfume. It's really strong. You can actually smell this even once it's on your lashes throughout the day. So if you are sensitive to scents, I would definitely skip over this. I just don't see the point in having a mascara that's scented. I don't want like scented products on my eyes. My eyes are so sensitive, and while this one didn't bother them, I just feel like I would prefer an unscented mascara altogether. So I don't plan on repurchasing this unless they make an unscented version. It smells good, but it smells like a really strong floral perfume. So for that reason, I wouldn't recommend it. The actual formula is so good, but A scented mascara is a little weird. I also used up the e.l.f. Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara. I really like this one. I have repurchased this in the past, and I find that it's the type of mascara that performs a little bit better once it dries out a little bit. When I initially got this, I liked it, but I felt like it didn't do anything too special for my lashes. It's really good at lengthening and separating, but once it dries out for like a month, that's when it works even better and it builds on itself nicely. So if you have short lashes, it definitely lengthens them and again gives you that separation. So it's not going to give you thick, voluminous lashes, but it will make them really long and it will separate them nicely. I don't plan on repurchasing this one for now because right now I'm using the e.l.f. Big Mood Mascara, which I'm really enjoying. Out of the two, which one do I like better? I want to say that I like the Big Mood Mascara better because I do prefer dramatic lashes to the point where they almost look a little bit clumpy, and this one removes like any clumpiness. So while I do like it, I think out of the two, if I had to choose personally, I would stick with Big Mood because it does give me that volume that I'm looking for. But I do like this one. I just feel like for now it's been replaced by the other e.l.f. mascara, but I would try it again down the line. Since it was summertime, I did use up 2 powders. I'm pretty close to using up another one, but I'm not completely done with it, so you'll probably see it in my next empties video. But I did use up the Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. I will say every single time I have this product and I get like so close to the bottom, it inevitably cracks and the rest of it just like crumbles into pieces, which is what did happen with this one. So I basically used it until I hit pan and then it just kind of broke apart on me. I love this powder during the summertime. It's really mattifying. It really is like my go-to powder on super hot days because it almost leaves my skin feeling a little bit dry initially, but that's perfect because my oily skin gets oily within minutes, especially during the summer. So I think I already repurchased this. I'm pretty sure it's in my everyday makeup drawer right now. It's not an essential for me during the fall and winter, but it's definitely something I love. I'll continue to repurchase. I also finished up the Too Faced Peach Powder, which they did discontinue. I have a lot of backups. And again, I'm not someone who like hoards backups, but this really is just like my ideal powder. And at this point, I have found a few other options that I like, but on days where I want to lock my makeup into place and just have my makeup look really smooth and good all day long, this is my favorite, but it was discontinued. My sister loves this as well, and she'll text me because randomly she'll see it on sale on the Too Faced website. So it does kind of seem like they keep restocking it. I don't know if they're just like finding stock in their warehouse, but I thought it was officially discontinued. So I don't know, but if you are still looking for it, you might still be able to get it on their website from time to time. I have a ton of skincare products to share with you. So I have a cabinet in my bathroom where I keep my skincare. I'm either testing out skincare products for reviews. I have skincare that I love that's like an absolute staple in my collection. And then I also have products that I've used and I enjoy, but it was just my goal to like use some things up completely because skincare does go bad. So does makeup, so do hair care products. So I'm really happy because during the summertime, I was able to use up a good amount of open products. Okay, let's start with eye creams. I have 4 eye creams that I used up completely, which I am very proud of myself. My favorite eye cream is the IT Cosmetics Confidence in an Eye Cream. So I used this one up first and I automatically went to repurchase it, but I went through my cabinet and I was like, no, I have to use up these other 3 first. Now that I've used up the other 3, I am so excited that I can repurchase this one because it really is my go-to, especially now that fall is like right around the corner. I tend to deal with a lot of dryness around my eyes. The rest of my face is oily, but the area around my eyes tends to be a little bit more dry during the winter, and this is so hydrating. I know there are people who say you don't need a separate eye cream, and if that is you, I say go for it, stick with your regular moisturizer. I personally notice a difference when I use a separate eye cream, and I think it's mainly because my face is oily and the area around my eyes is dry, so I need something a little bit more intense around my eyes. So that's why I use an eye cream, and if you do too, and you're looking for a really hydrating option, this is the one to try. So I can't wait to go on to Ulta's website and repurchase that after I film this video. Another great option that's hydrating but more affordable is this one. I just used this one up this morning. This is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Eye Cream. So this is actually just a little sample. I've had the full-size version, and this one's nice because it is hydrating, but it's a little bit more lightweight than the IT Cosmetics one. So if the area around your eyes is a little bit more sensitive, you don't want something as heavy or as hydrating, you might like this option because it does provide long-lasting hydration hydration, but it sinks in very quickly. It's a little bit more lightweight, and obviously it's more affordable. It's from e.l.f. So this one's great. I will repurchase it eventually, probably in the spring once it's not so cold and I'm not dealing with as much dryness around my eyes. But this is definitely one of my favorites too. I actually really liked this one too. Should I repurchase this one? I think I might go back to this in the spring as well, just because I'm so excited that I get to use the IT Cosmetics eye cream again. But I did really enjoy using this one. This one is from Fourth Ray Beauty. It's the Waterdrop Hydrating Eye Gel. I really like gel moisturizers. I think they're so good for oily skin. So this one was perfect during the summertime because it definitely gave my skin that hydrated look and feel, but it wasn't too heavy. It sinks into the skin really nicely. Eye makeup applies beautifully on top. So this one is a really nice option. It also feels really good on the skin. The area around my eyes can feel very irritated because I feel like I deal with seasonal allergies all year round. So it's generally a little bit red and puffy, and this just felt really good on the skin. The last eye cream I used up is from the EMPTIES. I really like the EMPTIES products. I think they are so good, they're affordable, but I don't think I will be repurchasing this one just because I need something a little bit more heavy duty. So this is their caffeine eye cream. This is a very thin formula. It's almost like a serum-like texture, so I could definitely see why people would enjoy this one. It's supposed to help reduce under eye puffiness, and I think it does a good job, but personally, I just need something a little bit more hydrating. If you are looking for something that sinks in quickly, that doesn't feel like you're wearing something on the face, then you'll really enjoy this one. I like the packaging, I like the price point, I just feel like I need something a little bit more intense, especially heading into the winter time. So this one has definitely been replaced. I don't plan on picking it up again for now, but I think it could be a good option for you if you don't need something as intense as I do. I also used up this product from the EMPTIES. This is the Salicylic Acid Cleanser. I really like this product. I definitely plan on picking this one up again. I kind of switch back and forth between like a couple of staple cleansers. My favorite cleanser of all time is the Dermalogica Clear Start Cleanser, which I'm currently using. I feel like this does something very similar for my skin. It says that it's meant to help reduce blackheads and breakouts, which I do think it does. When I first tried this, I was a little bit unsure about the texture. This is a little bit of a thicker cleanser, so you just need a very, very small amount. And what I recommend doing is putting the cleanser in your hand and then really working it in your hands with water. It just lathers the product up really well, and then I will wash my face with it. So I enjoy this one a lot. It does look like a smaller bottle, but again, because it is a thicker cleanser, you just need a very small amount. And I've seen good results with this. I feel like when I use it regularly, my skin does feel and look a little bit more clear. So I do plan on repurchasing this. I think it's great. I do have a couple of makeup removers that I wanted to talk about. They're all so good. So I have this little sample of the Drunk Elephant Slay Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser. I did repurchase this a couple of times in the past, but I've actually found a good drugstore alternative that I feel like works just as great. That's a lot less expensive. So I just used up this like deluxe size sample I had. I don't plan on repurchasing it, even though it's good, because it's actually been replaced. This is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. I actually just repurchased this not too long ago. This is my #1 cleansing balm. I just think it works so well. It removes my makeup, my eye makeup, but it does not irritate my eyes at all. A lot of cleansing balms leave like this layer on your actual eyes. So either like later that night when I'm like watching TV or in the morning when I wake up, I just feel like my eyes are cloudy, and typically it's like a layer of whatever cleansing balm I was using. That's not the case with this one. I feel like this removes my eye makeup, but then it actually washes off and I'm not left with like a heavy layer of whatever I use to remove my makeup on my skin. So I really like this one. It's very thin, really lightweight, really gentle, and it just does such a good job. So if you're looking for a good cleansing balm, drugstore or high-end, I totally recommend this one. Now, if you're more of a cleansing oil fan, this one is so good. This is the Fourth Ray Beauty BFD Cleansing Oil. I really like this as an alternative to a cleansing balm. Sometimes a cleansing balm can feel like a little bit too much depending on what skincare you're using after you remove your makeup. So this is my favorite cleansing oil. Again, it removes everything, but it doesn't leave like that film on my eyes or on my face, it rinses off really well. So I do plan on repurchasing this at some point. Right now I'm kind of into micellar water for removing my makeup, and I do have an open cleansing balm in my bathroom, so I don't need it right now. It hasn't been replaced. It's something I will try again in the future, just not right at this moment. As for moisturizers, I finally used this one up. I've had this in my collection for a while. It's the e.l.f. Oil Control Liquid Lotion. I do plan on repurchasing this, but I need to work my way through a couple of other moisturizers that I have. For some reason, I have like 5 moisturizers that are currently open. I think I was just testing out some different formulas, but this is my #1 for the summertime. It's so lightweight, so it sinks into my skin really quickly, and it wears nicely under makeup, and it also keeps my skin a little bit more matte throughout the day. So as someone who has oily skin, this is an absolute essential. It lasts a really long time. I started using it either last summer or the summer before, and I just finished it up. I also used up the Sunday Riley Tidal Brightening Enzyme Water Cream. I love this product. I think that it is so nice. I used to use this in the morning because it's kind of like a hybrid between a gel moisturizer and a cream moisturizer. So it's very liquidy, but it's also really hydrating. During the summer, I actually started using it at night, and I just felt like in the morning when I woke up, my skin looked amazing. It looked so hydrated, and it just worked to kind of balance my oily skin. So this is something that I love. I was kind of tempted to buy it because it is going to be on sale during 21 Days of Beauty, which the sale might already have passed at the time this video is going up, because I'm not sure the order in which my videos are going live, but I really need to make it through a couple of other moisturizers that I currently have open before I go back to this. So I do love it. I think it is such a nice option. I just don't need to repurchase it right now. Last skincare product, I did use up the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant. This is such a staple for me in my skincare routine. I did not repurchase it because I've been testing out one from Pharmacy, which I really like, but to be honest with you, I just feel like this can't be replaced in my skincare routine. Whenever I try a product that's really comparable to this one, I always just miss using this, and I miss having it because it makes such a difference in the texture of my skin. Although I feel like I'm not dealing with a lot of texture issues right now, so the products that I'm using are working well. So again, I will repurchase this at some point. I just need to make it through some open skincare products that I'm using. So I love it. I miss using it, so I might end up repurchasing it sooner than later, just not yet. Before I finish up with just 2 hair care products, I wanted to mention this body product. I don't mention a lot of body products, whether it's like a self-tanner or a body cream, because it takes me forever to get through them, but I did use up the Saint Tropez Advanced 1 Hour Tan Bronzing Mousse. I purchased this at the beginning of last summer. My sisters said they loved this, so I started using it, and I do like it. I didn't really use it during the fall and the winter, and then I just started using it again this summer, so it did last me like 2 full summers. I would use it like every 2 weeks. I really like this product. I haven't tried a ton of self-tanners, so if you guys have any other recommendations, I would love to know. I feel like when I use this, I don't typically look too orangey unless I apply too much product. If I just go in with like a light layer, then I feel like I do have a little bit more of a good tan, like something that I would naturally get if I was outside at the beach. But if you go in with too much and you have a lighter skin tone like me, you'll definitely look a little bit orangey. The reason why I like this one is because you can apply it and leave it on for 1, 2, or 3 hours or even longer depending on how tan you want to look. So when I just want like a light tan, like something that I would naturally get when I'm outside, I just leave it on for like an hour or 2 and then rinse it off and I'm good to go. So I do like this. I do plan on repurchasing it unless you guys have another alternative that you recommend. And then I just used up the IGK First Class Charcoal Detox Dry Shampoo. I always have one of these in my empties. It is my #1 dry shampoo. Nothing works as well as this. I've actually been able to start only washing my hair not every other day, every 2 days. So if I wash my hair on a Sunday, I used to just wash it every day, like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then I stretched it and it was every other day. So like I would wash it on Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Now I'll typically wash my hair like Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday. And it's definitely due to this product. It just works so well. My hair just doesn't look oily when I use it. Now, I do still prefer to wash it every other day. I just like freshly styled hair, which I feel like is kind of different. Some people prefer their hair on like the 2nd or 3rd day, but I always prefer mine on the 1st day. I washed it today and it just feels like very soft, very smooth. If I use too much of this product, it can start to feel a little bit tangly, which is why I do make sure either to deep condition and use a detoxifying shampoo that just works well to kind of like, not a detoxifying shampoo, a clarifying shampoo. The one that I use is called the First Class Charcoal Detox Shampoo. It's from the same line. But anyway, I just think this works extremely well. I've never tried one that I like better, so I always use this up and I always repurchase it. Okay, that is everything I wanted to share with you guys in today's empties video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope that you guys are doing well. If you like empties videos, I have a lot of them on my channel, so I'll link my playlist in the description box below. But otherwise, I will see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye.